Gamcell number 9 national GSM operator Kibaro Felentalia Gambia Banco Kanjang Sako Milka Koleata ki internet ola karula nyimbanku Kanjang Gamsele kukuto nafe Gambia kuto konojang the fastest data network Gambia Banco Kanjang star 302 star amount has seno lapije flexi data bundle jama saya timpaje rinka tom fokoi na ebe dauda network o se taraje wato tije ajamu mansia koto boy fayeje WhatsApp Viber FaceTime hananga tana Facebook Insta Twitter Snapchat Gamsel is the new look mobile ni mobile na mobile be Gamsel na bondulo for flexo Gambia la number 9 you are dealing with professionals customer satisfaction customer la satisfaction
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
In today's world, everything imaginable is on the internet, which is amazing. And to find anything, it is easy. But that's not the case for Lamin. His standard internet connection is frustratingly slow, unable to focus on important things in life. He can't stream a video or search anything. He is fed up with messages like address is not found, timeout connection, and Internet Explorer cannot find web page. That's when his friend Fatima introduces him to Gamtel. At Gamtel, we provide viable, cost-effective, and sustainable internet solutions to businesses and homes. With our nationwide fiber broadband connectivity through EcoOne Gambia project, you can now say goodbye to slow internet. We provide quality services, blazing speed, and amazing customer services. All these at affordable price. Be like Lamin and start using Gamtel broadband internet today. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
Sophie meew la bu sell te neex baax na ci halal ak mag yépp am na calcium iron protein ak vitamine yu bari Sophie full cream powder milk la am na 20 gram 200 gram ak 400 gram ku ko ñam dootu ko bàyyi Sophie proudly Gambian.
Universal Properties, the dynamic and most trusted agency in real estate and property management.
We are here to make housing affordable, accessible for every Gambian, despite their financial status.
What makes Universal outstanding in the market is our flexible payment plans.
We set standards in sales and letting of quality properties, mortgage, leasing, rentals, property valuation, construction, and many more.
All our sites are fitted with social amenities such as schools, water, electricity, playing ground, and a good road network. In Sukuta Phase 1 and 2, Jambanjeli, Sanyang, Brikama, Lamin Daranka, and Gunjur coming up soon.
Doing business with Universal Properties, it's a very wonderful experience.
Universal Properties, FIB House, Caraba Avenue.
There are many who can't do small or big projects with the same dedication and commitment as we do. With a reputation as the leading printing company in the country, when it comes to major projects and innovative solutions, we always deliver in high quality, thus receiving the trust and confidence of our clients. From the moment your order is placed to when it is delivered, we believe in exceeding expectations from the sales manager to the production team, the account manager, and the person delivering your material. We have state-of-the-art equipment and a highly experienced and competent workforce that enables us to deliver top quality work on time. At reasonable prices, we provide our clients with multiple solutions right from conceptualizing, designing, printing, binding, publishing, and distribution. For all your printing requirements, we are strategically located at the Sankumsila Highway, the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation. We print what you desire.
Tanal ma number yi may tanal ma ba. Kon yow li ma la jox ci xibaar yëpp doy la. Jëlal ma number rek gowma la. Sëñ bi na nga def. Kii de dama ko jox xibaar gi ma dégg ci yéen. Waaw loto gi. Wax naa ko ne alxames bu nekk ak dimanche bu nekk dañ tànn juróomi number ci jackpot bi ko gagné juróomi number tegal nañ la xone dan plus 1000. Maanaam 2000 junne ak lu teg. Waaw. Waaye juróomi number yi dafa war a méngoo. Su fekkee ne amoo juróomi number yu méngoo am nga ñeenti number yu méngoo yow dinañ la jox bonus foo du noonu la. Bonus foo. Waaw des na de. Altine bu jot talaata àllarba ak àjjuma. ñu génne waat beneen jackpot ne ku gi am ñeenti number yu lëkkaloo. ñu tegale $50,000 maanaam juróom fukki junni. waaye nag gis nga boo amee ñetta yu méngoo. ñu jox la tam bonus 3. waaye nag xàmmee ko gis nga Gambia. Gémi bari nañ de. waaye gis nga bii green la. xàmmee ko waaw xàmmee ko bu baax a baax feneen foo taxaw bu fii di nga perte. Lu ma la wax yëpp dëgg la. waaye xam nga lu ma lay xamal ma wax nga naan waaw dëgg la kay yow mi sa kanam guddi gi xam nga ne góoma la. da ngeen may kompaloo man ngeen di kompaloo nañ dem ca office. xanaa nermelu nga. ma ne nee naa nga lañ laa wax. nee naa la ku ko mën la ku koy jéem duñu benn. ak loto game ak ay bonus sama xéwalam yu bari. fii rek la du feneen.
asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi ñu nuyu leen fii ci KERR Fatou fii si sama kër gi comme ni ma ko dee defee rek alxames bu nekk ñu dalal leen fii ci suñ kër gi fas yéene waxtaan ak yéen ci li nga xam ne moo xam si réew mi tey nag ñu am mbégte lool am fi gan boo xam ne foog naa ne Gambie soxla nañoo dégg ci moom Dadi Njie mu nekk gan boo xam ne démba métti woon na waaye tey mu bokk ci ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi liggéey pour gis Gambie jëm ci kanam waaye nag foog waxtaan bi mu xuut Gambie bu bees bi Gambie ñu ne ñu Gambie ndax ñu Gambie ba dëgg liñ ci séentu loolu la ñi ko amee di doxal ndax ñu Gambie ba dëgg Gambien bi décembre bu ñu demee élection ndax lii lañ séentu woon ci ñu Gambie bi kon Dadi Njie tey loolu mooy waxtaan di baadiŋol ngal bisimilah KERR Fatou kon kake ñamin rong aramisa nga nana jang ni baadiŋol e kaca mol sulata minna mol lafta diamo moy la jumalle da kono alfal bi nga alfasto mi yalon ko kunum ko akolata non bi aketa molti min yalon ko mol kono mi yalon ko maralo be tolle bulo kono e ko kunum ko leata le nunde bari bi tolle be maralo la maralo nyi fu Gambie nol kontan tale bang fo man kontan maralo nyi fa bitara silo la ba fa man tarta kan silo kan ko ñu Gambia Gambie nol jama ba dizemba kabin tata karti fayola ye jiki basoto xamul warta ñu Gambia keta kutumi yalon ka keta nene ma joti banko kan bari fo tonya nga min mira no ñu Gambia to wolbe kere fo Gambia no le min expect man sakundata fo e bole tamandi kan bi nga luntam basto honorable Ousainou Darboe be bismillah la KERR Fatou mbafule welcome to KERR Fatou Dadi tay ñu am gan bu mag.
Indeed, Jerejef Fatou, Jerejef, ma welcome suñ gan bi. It's an honor and a privilege to have a man of his magnitude, his stature, to really grace our studios. We're happy to have him, and Gambia is happy to hear from him because there is a lot of chatter going on, and the reason I believe that chatter is going on, the message is not getting out, and the message needs to get out. So what I really want to say before we get into the show proper is that we have collectively as Gambians managed to have a regime change. So our biggest step now is to have systems change. The systems change that we want is to make sure that business as usual that we were used to is no longer. The crony capitalism that we used to have is no longer. Influence peddling that we used to have is no longer. The institution of state, we want them to be strong. We want them to be responsive to the needs of the citizenry. And we want an equitable society where a social contract is in place whereby Gambians, irrespective of your socio-cultural orientation, you have a stake in the country and your dues are, duly given to you and also protected by law. So basically, we want a society where the interest of the greater good prospers. We want a society whereby the benefits that accrue to the greater good is always put first and foremost before any other objective.
Loolu nag tey mooy waxtaan bi waaye dadi lafta ka caa commencé la daamee it's been 22 years balaa ñu Gambia di ñëw moom mu nekkoon fa depuis démba ñu bëggoon a xam rek foo segment bi dama bëggoon ñu dem démba xool Ousainou Darboe 22 years ago Uncle Ousainou nge bisimilah KERR Fatou follow drong comme nga fo ñaamin drong lafta ibaadingol kontong baɗigol konto men ɓe KERR Fatou jibe kan ñin temben
mbe mol be konto na mele ale be KERR Fatou la show ñi ba jube kan and mbe KERR Fatou mol fangu suti yo ñing ba fa nan konto na nala molu ñimu kayro dole ti banko ye bawo ñim programme wala mu banku dinglu ani mo ko tan mele al kaf hani manke banku dingluti bari kanyim programme ñi ike lamoya la isalo no membe na ñim banko kanjanto mazakunda be kolta mandi kanyame isi femmoy jeeto katu nimmol be kumola mele alon kafo ko walla be marlin ko walla nol fang kumata moli amoy ado bato jakalobe ku dolto ko jakalo si bandi ado bato lanna baliyabe ku dolto wala na baliya si bondi di mania dum ko ya nani programme oni apeteyata bake be Gambia be kontonna mel fanal be ñu jube ka be kontonna
keten tole kontan ku bati keso to janko de njaya fo nyami mol ñi nga ñi surata ñi na alfalto ni ngi kumandi yela moy na katu ko ntolle simbije December ntol dol man tara jambar kabirin dadi njaya ñola ni ngi melo bita carte fayola ikolo ko lafta man salla mi an ko ni nga simbi ni nga kumandi wata sela moy na woto nga min je folo ay nyaafale me doa don fo se continue folo iko ni nyata kununa ibon so ni ko be folo do nyata kununa don man din kol ko o man betea 1996 Gambiano be Ousainou Darboe minna wolom he was a good lawyer very professional lawyer ba mi yalon ko jel ba ko di Gambia lawyer ba mo be yalo wala 1996 idunta politiko kono lafta min lona drong lumini ko ba dingol ko ani la kabilo mola ni dimbaya be nte lafta duna politiko kono lafta lola president yala wolu ko tanyadi so kono
terol kabilo molu danaka ibe man d'accord no bawo be tembeleto alhalo membe banko kan membe khanyila membe sonna funtila ko ini ya jamela masukunda be nyoboro kala ita mari ibela kabro le sinkan ita mari kaso bunda ibole yele kay fayya and adobata te dane fang damana bari idingul ni badingulu ani terolo iter sutunglu ibes duna mantoro kono bari kabre nga mbama la dua soto nga nanyo la dua soto mfandima alaj kamrama alamani man kafar kalaye ngala dua soto konya ko ba banko mol jikitela iko akoleata nyawonya imam moje yalla kaf ko si bondi nyonyin kono moto ni mata be Gambian ko jam fala do
tonya
bar wayata nak bita wasilo kantuma pour katan karta yamaro tan alfal bulu soma essentiel roto be essentiel sankanjeto kewdo nata be motorcycle ka bora bal bala alota na moto dala akonya tala Ousainou ko tala Ousainou Darboe nka ko anya jo bonta akonya kana mol jamfa e kana mol la jikotinya o wodun tan na bake ngafo na badinglu jamale d'accord ta ko saya bije to balu bije tanga duwa kono adun kabrin dun ta kono bading be fana nat nana kafum terol be fana nat nana kama Gambia molu mele alon kafo ko banko be alhalo mento ilafta ka bonda kono ibe kaftamma iko nga fasa iko nga tonya fasa ad akolea tanonde barbitu kolea akola mu dahale
bako kola mu dahale kolea dahale bako ma dadi njay Ousainou ni la duggé ci politique bam tago e kilifay waxa askan gi mune li mo taxone mu dugg politique.
Well, I think desperate times calls for desperate measures and in English, we always used to say, who's going to bail the cart? Someone had to do it. It wasn't a pleasant job, but it had to be done.
Yeah.
Well, and there's two things doing it. One is for duty and country, and the other is for the preservation of one's dignity, because you don't want to live a life that's not dignified. So that's why some people, including him, got out when the time was right to at least be a voice for the voiceless and be a descending voice for the Gambia at the time. So I think it was a noble cause, and it was something that's noteworthy, and it will be reflected somewhere in our history books someday.
Fast forward, Mudef elections ci bari 1996 election controversial ta Ousainou came out ne mom gagné won na why IEC ñu declare former president as the winner. Ñu continue subsequently muy nekk ci politique bi. Tata political duta modol ko Ousainou kept fighting, even though molbe yalne ko Yaya Jammeh kept on having more power. He kept on being the most powerful person, but you kept on fighting. Munati neman quit kelo wartanu. Sometimes modol ko Ousainou went broke because companies or min fonka business or dealer. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought for what is sotota ila lawyer ya fonga ajita business or la karola bari men quit munati na ye foye mune mira nunko wole benala soma fo imeda ha kato dol ko akoleata numba
akoleata num yemem fo ontata le fo client jama botambulu bari yalon nimme ye haklolo fenkan yabo banko kan ko dadi yemem fo banko bele keta jondingti mamira kafo ko nyant ndinglu nyanta menna Gambia kono mamari nyanta kulula Gambia kono men fatata Gambia la ante kuluta men kono te menta men kono mamari ni nyanta menna Gambia kono o nyanta kala Gambia leti me yalon kaf ko wala fi sata Gambia te menta men kono adum wamu kuleti me yalon kaf ko aye kaf nyameno aya kendi man ko ma feleke par même fana yate ngayla kaf ko Gambia modo surtout ado balu wala bambanta ko kono katambintala idu isnana fo ko bang bawon tabatata le sai benda halale a wulita mella ko kan waya tay moke kadi ko no keta don sal be ko ka ko dale feñining le ñem dun ñinto
tonya
adun feñini mando ato wala place ni le adun to par place ni dum mando ato kato akono place o loli tantanale ka ko nyanta mentana bari wa place solo ikum mayata i warta bunya bi jedo bari Gambia ya fan soto
Gambia warta wobeti
Gambia ya fan soto Gambia dingli ya fan soto ye silo ila banko kan ita kala mola jonti wala fisata nye wote
wala fisata woti kilometer sanjum wonni fula bari kelo da lota damin dron miye Gambia no be marke April 16 nte ani badi jamal ndol be ka falo sen dabo ate ma hanya ne te fintila abuka finti kala molbe mutajanne ye molbe mutajanne abuka hanya fintila ndol be ngofol wulu April 16 kabin dol wulta America dadi na wa Ousainou Darboe kay press briefing ne ko Ousainou Darboe finti I'm like seriously a finti tala bam fa am finti follow April 16
to nyalo yalo ntaka ko ke haklo la molla jambu kamula ko to waya momen ka kufang molla jambu ko bula kula kule nyanta kela me ya kendi nyanta ka fundi
muni atina wuli findita
me ya kana wuli fundita wala solo sande na saya anin in fact ka ko kamol muta ke to par solo sande na saya we fundi kadko ntela ta men wala nyinda ko mansa kunda ya sembo sotole pour ni moy ko ke me luwatnya amari ya arrest ya samba ya kitindi luwa men la ka ya ayola kam bar mansa kunda nyin sanklo ko mansa kunda man sembe soto pour banko ding ya muta ya samba ya tilimbalia fa ya fa mansa kunda mo sembo soto
wolum kabri wulta janni ka press briefing ke ase ke sarta dimbayala kabri ko dimbayay ko lafta findilale ko si la press briefing ko saya fo balu mba de kala dimbala reaction o ketanya because ntol mo woje actually na dum min ya fo dimbayale ko e findilale
actually the previous evening jumalung emergency executive committee meeting ke and na dimba dolu because situation of benyame ibe kuntu na ka kumol tombo and na dimba yalo ngi tentu ngi jay mo manna kana ya kafako baba kana nyinke baba ntelbe kala nyaadi la not a single one.
Wow.
In fact mbet lumen be funtla 3 persons no le labanta diamula na sistan lo sa jondour kanyako wel papa Ousainou amen al nyanta men kala loke.
Wow.
Jojo na ndimalote in Birmingham
yeah.
Ofanang ya fanye and the last person ni men diamta wala ya adamti abedam la voice be tremble kan akonya ko baba and I'll go ahead ala BFA we all support you and I can never forget that statement. And I knew that Kabuka really I was not in a frolic mandata kan ku kuntankela bita men ke kan ku sobe olomo ni sa en trajet fana ngalon ka ko le kada ka ko wala kada ni ku ko dem fa trajet ngalon ka ko be kada kadu ni kambian ko le sita on inte sita solo sande yo manya ke solo sande na man ku ke woto woto mari ntaje ka ko woto nanya ton kaya koto woto na fata lo ko tenke na fata lo ko wala yadna funtita adun kamra funta fana ngani ni lanyi male kafako kube kelanale ngani lanyi matwa kafako president ex president ya jame a metan noma amansi la sotonna bar ngalon kafako ni sila bafale ko ngasi lo sotonna bar wadodo man te de wonnak
mo jama fana lata non ko dari ko ni Ousainou Darboe findita non ntol social media ntol kafale Ousainou Darboe dafa wara sacrifice gena ko mom su gene hina change dina am xam nga tay lolou degal gis nga gene na change am kon dafa melni waron na teel gene dadi.
Not really. One, I think we needed a critical mass. When I say critical mass, the pot had to get to a tipping point, and we were not there as a country. There were times people were out, but the society won't even know that people were out because it wasn't mainstream.
Yeah.
But it got to a point whereby something had to happen. Gambians were at the boiling point, and Jammeh, I think, was a poor gauger of Gambian sentiments and emotions, and that's why he failed woefully. So when April 16 happened, and subsequently people went out and were arrested and the trials happened, I think it became a new reality for Jammeh. That reality was, I didn't know that this is how angry Gambians were against my regime. But it was too little, too late, because the ball was already set in motion. So history always happens at the confluence of opportunity and timing. So that was the opportunity that Gambians had to muster a critical mass to move ahead.
And when we took it, and we took good advantage of it.
Absolutely.
First day in Mile 2, your first night.
Well, the first night in Mile 2 was really terrible, but I had expected the worst. In fact,
tell me how the first night.
In fact,
how did you feel leaving your home, leaving your family? You didn't know what your kids were going through. How did it feel?
Well, really, my first night, I felt more for my colleagues because I had expected the worst. I was anticipating the worst. I was given, what I would call high-profile welcome because all the senior officers of the oh yes, because all the senior officers of the prisons were there.
Wow.
From the Director General to the most junior person.
Wow.
Yeah, and of course they had a guest. You know, I mean, you know, probably the most important guest for them.
Yeah.
You know, and they had all of them had to come out to receive, to welcome that guest.
Wow.
And, just had the Director General say, Ousainou Darboe, #1.
Wow.
You know?
Cell #1, right?
Well, that is block #1.
Block #1.
Block #1. I went in. I was ushered into a small cell of about 3 meters by 4 meters. Wow. And you had a, plank, which was not even, you know, and there was no mattress, nothing, you know. Wow. I had to sleep on that plank. So, and it was difficult because it was not even, you know, with my ribs on, you know, it really, I really went through a great deal of discomfort, you know. At least for 2 days, I slept on that bare plank. And what really hurt me, I wanted to use the toilet. And the officer there, you know, looked at me, a grim face, and said, "Do it there."
Do it here?
Yeah, there was a pot, there was a space, and said, "Do it there." And that really hurt me. I said, "But those toilets there are for the use of the prisoners."
Wow.
But then, all of a sudden, I came to reality. I said, "Look, after all, you know, I'm a prisoner. A prisoner, you lose your liberty, you lose your freedom. So I just have to put up with this." And again, I was more concerned with some of my colleagues because some of them have sustained very serious injuries. Also, some of us sustained, but there were others whose injuries were really very serious. The Honorable Minister for Local Government has lost one of his eyesights.
Wow.
Because of the way he was brutalized. And he received those brutal treatment because he and 3 other people formed a ring around me during the period that they wanted to arrest us. Because their whole plan was to abduct me, take me, you know, get me severed away from the rest of the group.
Yeah.
You know, isolate me. You know, but these gentlemen just put them a very strong ring around me, and they made sure that nobody isolated me from them, you know, until we are all picked up and then thrown into the But then, I guess that night, I really didn't feel sorry for myself, but I felt sorry for my colleagues. And I knew that my family, we are psychologically prepared for it. I knew that.
They were psychologically prepared. Yeah. That's Metina.
Indeed.
Metina and encounter boo xam ne la kenn bëgg ko experience. Why fast forward? You them, nekk prison so many months. UDP had a flag bearer. Adama Barrow was chosen. Did you know about the internal discussions? Were you communicating with your team as to who you wanted to be the flag bearer?
Well, we are kept incommunicado.
Okay. Because so many people said you wanted a different person to be...
We were in fact, the truth is, I had sent a note to the president, national president of the party, and I suggested a name. I said, look, because at the time I was being arrested, the thinking, what people were saying on the streets around was that they want a female candidate.
Yeah.
You know? And I also formed the opinion that in the past, other parties were rather, were rather hostile to UDP.
Yeah.
They didn't want UDP to lead in any coalition of all the political parties.
Okay.
That is why NAD failed. That is why in 2011 it didn't have a united front of all the political parties. And that was because, we know that all coalitions and political alliances everywhere is the major party.
Yeah. So many people said if you were out, there was not going to be a coalition. Ousainou Darboe nabe numbanta coalition on it so.
Well, that is
because Atema left coalition.
Atema
lead the wrong coalition of the store.
I would put forward, my arguments, and then abide by what the party decides, and that is what has happened in the past. I have never overruled the party.
Okay.
I have always abided by the decision of the party, and I will continue to abide by the decision of the party.
So you
and my president was like, look, but this issue should be discussed at the executive.
Yes. You sent a note.
I said to Dembo.
Yes, Dembo.
And I said, look, it's not my decision. The matter should be decided by the executive.
The executive.
And at one time, I want to make this public.
Yeah.
Lawyer Boriture, when he came,
yeah.
I did send him to say that she should talk with people, and that these matters that the executive should really discuss. And when the executive discussed. And agreed that it would be a Barrow.
Yes.
When the message got to me, I told my colleagues in prisons.
Do you ever believe that anyone would have won an election against Jammeh?
Well, the court appearances made me believe that certainly Barrow would win. If it was any other candidate other than a UDP candidate, he wouldn't have won. I have absolutely no doubt about that.
You had no doubt about that?
Yeah, but with a UDP nominee, certainly I had every confidence that he would win. Because already, as Mr. Njaya said, President Jammeh had miscalculated. He misread the political barometer. And he didn't know how much he had incensed the Gambian people by getting his dogs to murder Solo Sandeng, and after that to get us arrested and subject us to brutality. People were seeing us alighting from vehicles in chains for a misdemeanor. And in fact, one day what I told our colleagues is that, look, these chains on us is very symbolic of what the Gambia is. It means that the whole of the Gambia is in chains, and we will break it.
We'll break it.
We'll break it.
And we did break it.
And we did break it.
Come December, when you heard, how did you hear about the election results?
Well, there were some very nice officers there.
Okay.
And in fact, I was being given the progress of the campaigns. And, there were 2 days I really got emotional and I couldn't control my tears.
Wow.
When Adama made his last tour of the provinces, he terminated that pipeline. And I got that news. I just said, but look, really, I agree that UDP is a party. UDP was not revolving around an individual. It was party cohesion, party loyalty. And an expression of utter commitment by Adama Barrow that he and I and the others, we are all in these things together. And I had to tell my family by that act that, look, Mr. Darboe may be away in prisons, but in spirit he's with us, and we have to demonstrate that by going to his house. And when he was nominated, he told the people that I cannot go away without going to the residence of my boss. Without going to my boss's residence. Those 2 things really touched me.
And when you got the news of...
And when I got the news, again, it was difficult. I mean...
How did you celebrate? Because...
yes. People wanted to celebrate, and I told them, look, we are in prison.
We are in prison.
you have to respect and observe the prison rules. We cannot celebrate here. what we did, I told them, look, if you can, I asked each of one of us to fast 2 days. Those who were able to do so did it. Those who couldn't, some fasted 1 day, and others said, look, I take a promise that when I go out of the prisons, I will fast my 2 days.
Yeah.
And we read the Quran, recited the Quran at least 3 times to give praise to God the Almighty. Although we couldn't celebrate in the prisons, on the 5th, when we are going to court, I just assembled the people. I said, look, we are not celebrating in prison, but when we move out of the prisons here, we're going to celebrate.
On the 5th, Daddy Njai, that video you posted, so many people said that actually when you guys went to the prison, you waited over hours. This guy didn't want to come out. I don't know how true that is, but that video you posted from the courts.
Well, I think everything started the late evening on the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us wanted to break into the prisons because we didn't believe in the rule of law by then. And we just wanted to go and pick what we thought was ours. When we say ours, what belonged to Gambia.
Yeah.
Those people didn't deserve to be in jail for a minute. And to a point, we were very angry with the UDP leadership for trying to use the due process of law to make sure that these people get out. Okay. I think cooler heads prevailed. And it was emotional for most of us because we were victims of Jammeh, and we believed that, look, we have had enough, and the only language he understands is the language he used to dish out, and that's the language we have to deal with him with. And it was gratifying. But I think it even went further than that. Heading home from the courthouse to the prison, then again, we wanted to walk across the street and walk into the prison because it took hours. And from the chatter we were hearing, some of them, they want to leave them here till tomorrow, and there's some negotiations going on. Oh no, Darboe said he wouldn't get out until... I said, guys, why waste time? We just need to walk across
and break it off.
And by then, all the police officers and the military were so polite to Gambians. Overnight, their demeanor changed.
Wow.
Because we used to go to the courthouse prior, and those same officers would tell, hey, move from here. And this time around, they were being so nice. And some of us couldn't accommodate that niceties that they were giving us, because it was just like they were making us angrier. But it took forever. Finally, they got out.
Wow.
And Mile 2 to Pipeline was the longest journey I've taken in so long. But not only that, I just didn't know how we did it because we literally walked the streets. So it was a momentous day, and a day that we'll never forget as Gambians. And we hope and we expect that, those energies we exuded that day will pay off. How is it going to pay off? We collectively as Gambians, irrespective of party, but the issue that brought us together then was to salvage our dignity. And in salvaging our dignity, we today need to remember yesterday and make sure that we propel this country to where it ought to be.
Very important. Before we take our first commercial break, I just want to take you to that day when you came out. You went to the courts. Everyone was out. The streets was full. And we even had you on, you had the energy to even speak to online radios. But when you got home, Adama Barrow was there. He waited. He welcomed you at your home. That was really, really touching for so many people.
It is. It is. Yes. When
he was the president-elect.
Yeah, he was the president-elect. I mean, I remember. I found him in my bedroom.
Wow.
And my uncle, MC Cham, was there, and when so Adama, my Fati was also, and many other people. And when Adama and I hugged, I said, "Oh, you are Moses."
Wow.
I mean, this was a tormented nation, and just as Moses, freed the Israelites from the tortures of the Pharaoh, so you did for the Gambia. And he said yes. And he said yes, and you are Nelson Mandela. So that is where the Kenyans took that word.
Wow.
And started calling me. It was Adama who said, but you are our Nelson Mandela.
Wow.
Yes. And again, I just betrayed myself to people, for 8 months. Well, not actually for 8 months. And since July 19, 2016, I never ate good food until that night.
Wow. Yes. Oh, that was a long wait for good food. Daddy, we're going to take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we have spoken about the past. Propel to the new Gambia. The expectations of the Gambian people. Are they living up to expectation? Are we seeing a replica of the former government? We'll have more discussions with Hon Ousainou Darboe. We'll take our first commercial break.
Universal Properties, the dynamic and most trusted agency in real estate and property management.
We are here to make housing affordable, accessible for every Gambian, despite their financial status.
What makes Universal outstanding in the market is our flexible payment plans.
We set standards in sales and letting of quality properties, mortgage, leasing, rentals, property valuation, construction, and many more.
All our sites are fitted with social amenities such as schools, water, electricity, praying ground, and a good road network. In Sukuta Phase 1 and 2, Jambanjeli, Sanyang, Brikama, Lamin Daranka, and Gunjur coming up soon. Doing
business with Universal Properties, it's a very wonderful experience.
Universal Properties, FIB House, Caraba Avenue.
Sophie meew la bu sell te neex baax na ci halal ak mag yépp am na calcium iron protein ak vitamine yu bari Sophie full cream powder milk la am na 20 gram 200 gram ak 400 gram ku ko ñam dootu ko bàyyi. Sophie proudly Gambian.
Meew Sophie. Tanal ma numba yi may tanal ma ba. Kon yow li ma la jox ci xibaar yëpp doy la. Jëlal ma numba rek gawma la. Sëñ bi na nga def. Kii de dama ko jox xibaar gi ma dégg ci yéen. Waaw la toggee. Wax naa ko ne alxames bu nekk ak dimanche bu nekk dañ tànn juróomi numba ci jackpot bi ku gagné juróomi numba tegal nañ la 100 plus 1000. Maanaam téeméeri junne ak lu teg. Waaw. Waaye juróomi numba yi dafa war a méngoo. Su fekkee ne amoo juróomi numba yu méngoo am nga ñeenti numba yu méngoo yow dinañ la jox bonus foo du noonu la. Bonus foo. waaw des na de. altine bu jot talaata àllarba ak àjjuma. ñu génne waat beneen jackpot ne ku gi am ñeenti numba yu lëkkaloo. ñu tegal $50,000 maanaam juróom fukki junni. waaw waaye nag gis nga boo amee ñetta yu méngoo. ñu jox la tam bonus tiri. waaye nag xàmmee ko gis nga Gambia. géem yi bari nañ de. waaye gis nga bii green la. xàmmee ko waaw xàmmee ko bu baax a baax feneen foo taxaw bu fii di nga perte.
lu ma la wax yëpp dëgg la.
waaye xam nga lu ma lay xamal ma wax nga naan waaw dëgg la kay yow mi sa kanam guddi gi xam nga ne góoma la. da ngeen may kompaloo man ngeen di kompal nañ dem ci office. xanaa nërmelu nga. ma ne nee naa nga lañ laa wax. nee naa la ku ko mën la ku koy jéem duñu benn. ak loto game ak ay bonus sama xéwalam yu bari. fii rek la.
The Gambia Revenue Authority wishes to inform the general public that income earned from the letting or leasing of property is taxable as prescribed by Chapter 4, Sections 115 to 122 of the Income and Value Added Tax Act 2012. In this regard, the general public is hereby informed that payment of rental income tax is an obligation on any person who earns income from letting or leasing properties. All rental income earned from properties in the Gambia is subject to rental income tax. There are two types of rental income tax. Residential rental income tax charged at the rate of 10% of gross rent received. Commercial rental income charged at the rate of 15% of gross rent received. It is important to note that failure to declare and pay rental income tax is illegal. and punishable under the Income and Value Added Tax Act 2012. To pay your rental income tax, rush to the nearest GRA domestic tax office or any of GRA's designated banks. Remember to pay your taxes and on time. GRA, collecting revenue for national development.
Welcome back to KERR Fatou. Daddy, comme ni ma ko doon waxee rek balaa ñu jël break bi sànni nañ karta Ousainou Darboe génn na kaso government bu es taxaw na foreign affairs ñii fii ñi le fele góor bu es taxaw Gambien yi am yaakaar bu mag en bi 10 waaye nag réewuñ mbir ne fekkuñ fi lu bare waaye astuut biñ fi fekka ñu war si bugg a liggéey pour jàppale Gambien bi tey Ousainou Darboe mooy foreign affairs minister am na Gambien yu bari ñoo xam ne ñu ne dëkk bi doxagut de fii la ñoo tàmbalee waxtaan bi da di njaay
waaw man de si suma xalaat
waaw
yaakaaruma ne nguur gi moo war a doxloo dëkk bi yaakaar bi ma am si nguur gi mooy ñu create strong institutions and kill the existence of strong men. Prosperity will come after institutional building. So this government really needs to make sure our laws are progressive. They need to make sure that institutions are in place. They need to make sure we have a functional civil service, lean, mean, efficient. They need to make sure that the issues of the past are addressed in terms of victims, whether they're people who've been killed, disappeared, or people who have been aggrieved by Jammeh. That's the role of this administration if they're going to stick to a 3-year mandate. I think within that time frame. Whoa.
Wow,
my view. Well, that's something else, but my view. So if they give us a framework, so that framework will be an architect's plan of the future Gambia, then subsequent administrations will build a better Gambia for us. But our expectation on this administration is to address the wrongs of the past, give us strong institutions so that subsequent governments will move the country. But if they think they can fix Gambia's problems are endemic and chronic. It can't be fixed right now, but we can chart a plan to fix the problems in the future. So let's work on institutional reforms. Institutional building, capacity building for the civil service, because the civil service is the driver of change and prosperity for Gambia. And we need a functional civil service manned by competent and capable Gambians in all spheres of our society.
Wow, lulu mu am solo Uncle Ousainou kabri man sakundana molko mistake follow min keta ay mo jama jahal lawyer Ousainou Darboe lawyer Mai Fati lawyer Batambedu anin juma lawyer Siata Gambia lawyer bal bebe nyima sakunda kono but mistake follow min be kita constitutional mistake lady. For example, with all due respect to the vice president, the appointment of the vice president, mistake follow keta word ni lawyer bal be Halifa Sallah Gambia la constitution lo na ba de bebe nyin ka fokono fo alman munatin na alman siro lo ni no follow ka make sure aliye alnyanta change sol min ke la national assembly jannin ka du wol be kono mol jahali ko fo experience lo tije bam fo muneketa atul be mu lawyer balti muna na alman president advice no fo abati nambe futala la do mi ko manyana futala no jifam way mol jahal ba
walelo Fatou ñing ko dolu special vice president la ko ñing moli aje ñamen yalo nte wo be ba fra ka ko dab la kala vice
da ha wo futale no
ci ñim foy ko president me ba lafto la no waran kay ko hanin kay ko president nde tata no la katun ko me yembali lola president yala wala fana yembali ka vice president wala age limit so wasaitan la kafako ni ko loya bal bi jeto ni mise ko keta wala salon kafako khani at least
la sonte ya di modo mi alon ko Okay, go ahead.
Ila, you know. So I started kat kawoto kafoko. Haklo be luanyin kanne. Ni haklo te luanyin kan tan batala no. Ni wuro be kenu.
Ha.
Otu mo lomo avec la moy malkote. Bari ko. Tel nga kayto leje. Me yalon kafu kayata na kafu haja fatumata. La sang ko même mala santi. Mo dol ko même mala santo mankala santi ko même mala santi wala mala santi del ngo kayto leje. Ado really. Yeah, well. Ite menko, nta melo luato. Ite menko. Nye men fo toñate. Wata alafani bari tele nyanta itandila. Bar bawo malafi ning wachala. Yama wala ya na tata osila ninta munu. Really mba fala ko. Okay. Atel ko ala sang tambitale. Bari nya ay kaito itan me al kaf kada sang tam France. Jumalo kaito fo no la France. No, afanya drong.
Honey.
Jumala kaito fanya na France adung amanke kafa ko recently no yake for in the 70s. Kata 80s nyolo. So amang really amanke fon ko amanke adung ajabala GRA ala tin number badal tumo men yama amanke sign botumo date book appear day of the year isulu melo book appear.
Ila date of birth na katraje.
Ila date of birth man katraje to bari na feng dol mel nati koy bondi GRA ay dung ñi tanle la talato so
amantambe
yama bari même ko di wala ñende ka fako am manke ko mo hakilta kan yama niaje ko fankara tem fo ka fan roke yama wala pour ka diamu ñi ka sende bari am manke ñente ka fako Fatmata e même fo amantonya fo te aja nyamin wala nyinti ka fo ko ka wucho wacha nyin ka tala wala kadu sanyin fo ka ko really you know constitution ka written like literature book more so kenole bari interpretation will bel bijeto yango fana mu kule di kata si lo ya karantale to ya karanje to wal nyanta kala nyami
bari dolko masakunda kabiru keta tonya mol ya appreciate bake kabiru keta mol diamuta aliyela may woy min tandi wolon ko tonya mansake la may mol gambe do lafta wala wo beter bari nata minje al hawjita ku jama bi je reforms jama bi je minu nyanta kala for example term limit womo priority le to pour Gambianol anin ku election reforms solo sandeng miyati na solo sandeng fat nin ku ku nyanta fal na molko wala nyanta kila number 1 bari ngaji masakunda hawjita ka age limit falling election reform today ye kudol today molko tonya fo nyinda mal ko mata man say folo even though mbengal ne mbama fatmata tambajang bi na tenten ko coalition of stola mote o momo momo nakar bari iko munatina ma be ke nyola sakatuma onko Ousainou electoral reforms wala na solo sandem fat electoral reforms wala ni tata jail 9 months 8 months munatina wo manke priority woy mo jama jahal
yalo woy mo jama yalo again mol hakilolo mol amiral nya but the electoral reform, they below summer, for instance, even before the April National Assembly elections. And the electoral reform bill sambajeto, nanya mira kafka iba pass lale. Ngole jiki. Iba pa ngole jiki. Hani mkala before April, hani mkala before April, ngole jiki. Ngole jiki. Bani ya pass. Abu mun na fale sotla. Ita election no menkala for 5 years time.
So 5 years no to kodi?
Wa ntala
for 5 years.
5 years time.
Okay.
Ntala ngole fo. Ntala ngole fo. Yeah mo. For 5 years time. So ibo kala muna. Ado ni ba constitution ni ba fenkala. Imanya na kala piecemeal. Enyanta kala holistically. So enyanta constitutional review commission. Enyanta le londela. Ay constitution no nya ya bejube. Moli ya la mira di al nati jeto. Ite memmira. Mr. Njaye memmira. Ntenga memmira. Unions nyole memmira. All manner of people be memmira. Na past experience mendina na constitutional tama nyato. Yo bejube. anyanta kala wonyale bari ya ka chortin ni me ke kun ni may very good draftsman soto ibe conflict nyol le soto la and amanke don fo ma ka biro pasta jojol mel yalon ka foko mbe sulari la no fo ma jol fane wal fanal frank ad wal fana age limit lol fanalti so amanke ka foko just the vice presidency and I also makwele na judiciary for B sa fo alhamdulillah na Supreme Court benching yawe sava konsi Bosnia kafko Gambia din lu bijeto melalon kafko fahamta melalon kafko yela banko kanu kariko ye flow me yalon kafko ila age limit yadna man continue no in fact wole do ko menke wole tonya le londi janto ya jame ko hani ko ni lawyer sif ni joy sifalu man la fi ni aye bay but actually a manke just kafako for the executive, it was also for the judiciary but mol buko fo politics side le
I think we have a communication problem, and when I say a communication problem, a breakdown in communication between the government and the people. The people of the Gambia have high expectations from our political class. Our political class haven't done a good job communicating with the polity. Why? I don't think it's deliberate, but it's just not something of a priority for them now. But I think, like the Right Honorable said, they changed the law, and subsequently it impacted not only the political class, but the judicial staff. All well and good. But still, I believe Gambians are of a different view. The view that we have as Gambians, or most of us anyway, is that yes, we want a reform that's holistic, not piecemeal, but we have priorities amongst priorities. Everything is a priority in reforming an institution and a state, but we need to prioritize the priorities. The first priority for us Gambians is justice. And seemingly it's happening, but most of us, it's not happening at the pace that we want. Secondly, we have seen the reinstatement of ex-civil servants who have been wrongfully terminated or dismissed. It's a good gesture, but it has to be comprehensive, not just on a narrow stream. There are a whole lot of Gambians who are aggrieved. So some people have been reinstated after sitting 7 years, 6 years. There are some people who were terminated or dismissed 2 years ago. They're still sitting. So what is the process? Is the process something that's being handpicked, or is it a systems-based whereby you come through the system and the system will address your grievances? What's happening? Some people are going back to work.
Some people are going back to work and some people are still waiting. Is it me Ousainou Darboe wala doko wala kamurumbang fo ntolmi ma Ousainou Darboe ntol ko atule si fula lebar abenyade
sa limandi yanna ko mola doku soto man te sababula ila lom mola wata ke nola wa wala mkuta ngamen kala janto nyim man sakunda to kala ngalonne on se sobni na kafako mel yalon ko ko misanja ya fanya mel yalon kafako sanji fula koma ya moy ye bondi bari imam muruna hanibi do ko la ariya safero ke tombi be kula kiskis kala kolto so no kiskis ro mambang ita fono la mare ko nade adun ni be kiskis ro la inyantale yake ay senaya ikana ke ko dol ka ke nyame e ko ro fature tenro e ka hawolom to nyaade katu dalilo me yatna ye president jame ye bay e lafta ko ton nga dollo ne ka fako definitely e kar bayle katu ko e ko NRP lamu wala UDP lamu wala na ya bay wolu wal kol malankun wo sono ya tabake wo sono tabake adun lafta mosni lonko tella tombondro do kudio amang sun ko ye jumale long wala e be pati jumal to natanu wolom nu wallahi tan nonu ambassadeur Abdoulaye Bojang ati tala nu ati ambassador ya nu ban ko la ni mu gambialti fo be APRC la ba fo mu mandin kali ba fo mu surwalti ba ye adu si ku katano banko e imari nyata chance la
mo jama ko Gambian jama bi je semin to monno mi manke woti bari nga kacha ko no hani sai dadi lafta min fanan kacha la wolom last week nga kacha min ke jang business o la karola e ka business o di molla ko e ko man sakunda tax breaks company min kana ka investment ke banko kan jang ise dol 3 years dila dol 5 years dila dol fon ise kenol dila bari ntol gambe dingol mi yalan ko ntol dol borta no sanji jama nata dol mi yalan ko restaurant rosto e company dingol soto jang iko alle mun plans le londin tol dole because tonya ise bantan kol ma ko nyaanya tol fanan kata bantal lafta wala bari banko dingol kawol sementu ya min yalan ko wuluta jane man e menta jang kawol fanan sementu ya man sakunda be mun silal kan jibe kan kawol fanan sementu ya kila do kol sementu ya kata ko maya
halo mele kaf ko economist nyolti mele kaf ko consultants nyolti e nyil don kaf ko tax breaks nyolo e kadi companies nyolela ado company member femba wa muna fang sort la yalan kaf ko e kela feasibility study prepare ya present to government ya ma ya jube ya ma ne di criteria ni ya fulfill kula kule hali be fonko la kadu
bari fense de dano fanan pour business ni wala small and medium size businesses
yalo fense de dano wal fana ya bari ika niaje ka tax breaks nyol nyinda ika capital me invest yeah, and coming from common finance so that the expenses is a recoup yeah, during the government unproductive period is a recoup no yeah, I agree in something kafoko yeah, many are kafoko and a business on mawara isi ma ko ro deal ale yeah, but o ma ko ro ntela miro fe yeah, maybe Minister of Trade, yeah, wamunna miro de kabrimbe in opposition. Kavuko ina indigenous business categories nyol soto. Me yalon kavuko nyim particular business de. Na man ka Gambia dingti. Man ka banku dingti ta ke no da.
Thank you.
Man kabrimbe opposition ngole mira adu really yeah, yalon current be caring ko kala ma ko expectations are high konko le mani ko jari ba funa moy ko bloku afa bari yalo nyil bele mu kuti lafta mella kat na funding kewdo abeta do ko sonna ma sukunda bari na funding kewdo isi dunno kutole me yalon ka fako isi famuna fala adu isi do fanan muna fanno le nyom funding kewdo muna fanno da odum be keno la damen wala si keno kava ko nyen safaro la karola te so believe na kava ko indigenous business is really indigenous business act I'm sure
I think it's the same issue we spoke about and on the banner of economic nationalism. We believe that Gambians have been left behind, not by this government but prior government, and we have a catching up to do. The small scale businesses, if you look at them, they form the bulk of the economy. They call the informal sector. Something needs to happen because the small companies hiring 3 to 5 people, in aggregate terms, they create more employment than the big companies. But that beside the point, we've realized that in Gambia right now, we have what you call crony capitalism. Crony capitalism started in the former regime, and even in Jawara's regime, whereby few people will be the go-to and the gophers in fixing and making business happen. We believe that business as usual should have stopped January 19th or whatever. And what we are expecting and what we want to see is a government where procedures and systems will determine who gets what. But what's happening right now, there is so much influence peddling. And this influence peddling is making the image of the government look bad. And that's where the government of the day need to rein in to tame those people, because you cannot have someone who has a business interest as a person and still has a role to play in government. It becomes a cozy conflict of interest, and this is not going to help the new Gambia, and the new Gambia needs to shy away from that, because some people are highly vested in the private sector. We cannot have them be decision makers or even salesmen in the public sector. It is just not a good marriage.
It's not a good marriage, and Uncle Ousainou, you did well.
Na moile, jabe, bansinyo fo ko. Na kami fo te na be kering. Ndo mamba kalama. Ado na be kering fanang. I'm sure President Adama Barrow mamba kalama. Wo and so for jabe. Kato nilum kudime yalon ka fo ko nga jammela mansa kunda nga kelemenna. Wolom ko mansa o mol melben mansa bala wal manyanna dunna safaro bunnato wala yatinna KGI nyolu nge condemn wala yatinna things like money shop nyolu nge condemn janto ya jamela ni fleet of businesses nyolu wala na nge condemn ka manyana kela so and I tell you what a killer telema sakunda kono ngabo kalama manku kijeto and gamira menyanta gambian kolma ngan ka fo mole koko memma nyana kala ni mafo memma nyana kala mem imam mafo wode kasi baleke kadu munyinte kala kuti me yalan ka be molla londoto imam president bonda kalama o ya minister bonda kala ka concrete fonko fay ye de affaire e ka foten e ma fo mole ka fo ko abe janin jang nga jube ni ya fo nyeko
nyimbe kering lakar
for instance ni monata ya fo nyeko dadi njay yawe abe nyinna yawe ado ni aja ba soto kan ete misda dabolo bay di malo ni ofo ni nga ya investigate bar ka fo ko dron nyimbe ke kan kar ko karbe kamran karbe fankare hani alin ka dan fanka alin ga fondi ngadiamo aldiam mole alla atella la masa kundamu atella nyaade fenje ali yafo nye dina yasaba yafo ka liaje be nyin nyin kala adoba to ikafu ko be menni menkala do wadu mo malo bawo jama kudolu ni mo ba ke ka kullol kono e ka alhalalala me yalon kafu ko akamulo nyafe ku nyenyari ku kende bartonya ni tata koma kaje ku kota na bijedo adu nyimmanke o mansa kuna mem pareta ku sabati la nyimbanko sabati la nyimbanko ka
o moyo diata ba ke kudo bi mi anko wa kuma ta ba wolom na gambe no mbe banta nka kuma jama moy foreign affairs itel marta gambe no la mbe banta ani gambe ni banta la bankol tema ngaje ko ye ka gambe be muruna commonwealth gambe sain gambe no be contenta ko tonya kabe adon barota ta United Nation journalists only more be wota nyoko nko ibukala njumala journalists juma more be contenta. Everyone was so proud to be a Gambian. Everyone was proud. We said, so many people saying we are back, Gambia back in the world stage, which was good. But Gambia no dol fananko kabani nyima sakunda sita dol ko fale contract ale fengol sign le ka Gambia no dol murundi na banko kan sako na Gambia no mimbe Europe woketa family o family dinjama bijang mole la ni solle wafi doli la kabiro la fengol wafi kata kila badingol makoy bayri kabiri be jang man sakunda man do kudila e man sila fanantandila bi ni ko nyima sakunda skuto sita andum funding kel ni dindingol nka molde tel site kabula adama baro noma akita mole jahal kuti lafte wosene tonya man sakunda dum ay contract ay agreement le sign bank ka Gambia dingol murundi na mini alon ko iman sula la bankol ka lafte wosene abake because akita kumati dadi mi alon ko diamo siata social media
yalo social media you know ika fo do ka be fo jeto you know adu ika mel fo fana dawato imam hani londi le soto jeto kata kamol nyambandi masa kundanyena parentede as foreign minister b man agreement sign dunia dawda ka ko Gambia ding le sign adu ngalon ka fana minister of interior I'm sure of fana man agreement le sign dunia dawda ka ko e Gambia ding le sign dinam menka kede bankolu ikafo ko Gambia ding bijete be sain lela banko adun nim mo membe Gambia janto emu gani yanti Gambia man sakunda ka mala fila jabe mun la gana malo Gambia man sakunda be men no la woto isnganye lonko United States ya request nyol kenu sometime common to nu ko Gambia ding dol mel bijeto mel ya lonko idun ta number kono ye muta ye sorong ila pato bina ban la kasola ko pour ka travel document deal kadu ko mala fila la banko yes will request katale nga forward to Minister of Interior pour ce travel but ka ko agreement all sign pour sign anene manke galan ko nga EU ila first visit janto kabri ning commissioner Mimika nata I mean some aid to Gambians to settle them. Waketale, and it's located within the Ministry of Trade, within the Ministry of Trade. Yeah? And of course, those who are Gambians they were coming voluntarily. And as of now, nalondo sarnyana kafako Gambian ko dol be Libya e al halo menti jeto diminta and ngamira ko abe kalanye murad lon balia baleti nata Gambia ding be dulato abe toro kono jeto iba mantor le ba butele kay bute telephone yala ila wulul kilna yakodo kina ngabo kalma man arrangement ko wo be kala na murad lombali alte adu wonto kadu nyanta la Gambia ding be dawda ka kata ke tankandi jeto nimbe ma ngatan kono jeto ngakata ngebo ni ngatan kono nalon ka ko Gambia ding jamal be amen phone call to amen camps nyolto but we have then nene man masakunda nyini ka fode masakunda nyini ka aldi ding nyali murundina anen na office nane make
Dari come to go senior kale watu banta dari bari kali on senior political questions right Molko Senator is the most powerful. He is the most powerful in the country atela kama sakunda tawali da mole wol fode to yatonya pol wala rolnya
well mole yole fo on ente la boss lam adama barote wala ka instruction dinna lafta menna adun ka ak lafta menna ka fanya kon lafta nyenke wasinya kan simuna ka bare mang sakunda tamandi mukama sakunda man fen control jeta mu just like any other minister mu like any other minister in the country yeah I mean yalo mol ka maybe kafa nyame no maybe ku kendele ngani yanye kafa ko no masukuna tama but the truth is that that is not correct and it's a false impression that they are peddling about and dalilo me yat na yafo is because Adama Barrow was UDP and he was selected and then of course hold on
yeah my political father
nako my political father nako my political father wala nyente kafoko UDP le ya susundi but yala mafo ko nyinna mfama me yala kafoko the executive power of the state at Lakata, but yalla more for money. Yeah.
My biggest problem is now, since it's going to be a political issue,
yeah,
I would love to see UDP to come out because silent can be misconstrued as a form of consent, and I know that's not consent because if you know how UDP was set up, UDP is one of the most diverse parties in Gambia in terms of the people who made up the party.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we cannot sideline social media.
Yeah.
And social media is today eroding the goodwill of UDP. How? There's some loose cannons out there. They're not talking on behalf of UDP, but unfortunately, they're making blanket statements for UDP, and I think the time has come for UDP to rein on them, not personally, but to do a disclaimer and say, look, we have a party, we have a mechanism, and whenever we want to issue anything out to the general public, this is the channel we're using. Any other thing doesn't represent the views of the party. Why am I saying this? Today, I know a lot of people who are disgruntled with the party, not because the party has aggrieved them, but there are individuals out there peddling a notion that is not what UDP stands for, and no one is doing anything to curb or rein into that philosophy. And that philosophy is not making Gambia the country we want it to be. It's not taking Gambia where we ought to be. And I think it's good leadership for UDP to come out and condemn those people on social media making UDP no longer a mainstream party, but a sectional or a sectarian party that it is not. So we want to see something from the leadership to say, we don't subscribe to this philosophy.
That even for, really, in terms of social media, back maybe once in a while, just to listen to things. And when natara ajareta si diamu wala ngafen fo moye membe diamu la but every time ninga opportunity soto kanyina fo mala ka ko UDP mo be la patileti UDP manke bansan kapatiti amanke dobon ka manke fuladun kapatiti amanke mandi kapatiti Gambia bele laftala o Gambia bele la patiomu UDP ti ba nak memu toñati ñing intemborno la ñemma kabri 1996 ye UDP ke sectional party leti kabri 1996 mele alon kaw ko ni be ñola ye UDP ke sectional party leti ni anybody ni fen lota janto ako most of these politics of tribalism misale be UDP le we know that because imam fen soto no is imam for no UDP ma itafala kavu ko UDP la program on education is faulty none of the sectors ngam fi safka atitano la is imam for no pour kanya mo nyama kavu ko mandi ko la patiola adu ni tata banko do mol mel siata o banko do mel la population siata yama ibe kumento yama wala ka fanka jeto ni tata place like Italy ibe meltar la ko kaso la jeto abe am catholics ñolom de ade do manke ñi ka fako all catholics are bad that's all bare ñin nak mu ko leti ma yalon ka fako ngamira ka fako gambian ko le ñanta lonna bi ka fako UDP manke mo kilina pata manke denge na patite manke mandinka patite
anto do fonka bisalle tonya bi gambe be tembele to ñanta hila after 22 years everybody is a victim mo victim lati every family is affected bari bi si fata fanto si ata banko kan ni dia muta iko ite buka mande ka kan fo la programos ite mo anti UDP la ni dia ambe ko ñu musurwa ko le surwa agenda ko le push at some point buka halon fo ba dami don't be can hit on the very hard but at the end of the day ni ko mayata rek the Gambian agenda
UDP convention certain France Paris
yeah
nyanta tala jeto but because of flight problems nyolo man representative strategy but ngana mi se ngara record le kap ya play and ngam fay wala kaf ko nyemu be patiolti siol bele kanyata nyim patioto and what most important is ko you mel ko be UDP ikana mo kajafi ikana mo neng ka ni ente kajafi benyor lela de niyan nyaton ko kajafi bana mbela nyaton ko kajafi woto mo kana ko be mo kajafi la ni mentene ngoy ko alake tulota ali amu al balwa
ya adama nene yo fe ko nene ko wala ko
yes alamu al balwa ronga ino ali al persona ate kutinya al ate feneta la lambala wana fen ka fuma
dadi wato banta.
Yeah, but my last thing, Fatou, is I will want this government to hurry up and give us a Freedom of Information Act. Why? We, the people, reign supreme. We own government. They are trustees of our common interests. of late, we have seen vehicles given to National Assembly members.
Yeah.
We have two fundamental problems with it. A public asset should not have a private registration, number one. These vehicles are bearing BJL numbers. It doesn't tell well on the public asset register to have private registration when we have the government of the Gambia, number one. Number two, we don't know who the donor is, and we want to know why. We believe that we own the Gambia. We believe that whoever is gifting anything to the Gambia, we don't have a problem with anonymity, but we want to know why. Because these people may have an economic interest, and that can be rent-seeking. And we don't want that in our new dispensation. So there are certain things in governance, as much as we are sympathetic to the plight and cause of this administration, there are certain things we see as a faux pas, and we don't want it in our new Gambia.
Well, Mr. Jay, just go Gambia Town public asset. GPA registration number.
GPA is a quasi-government. We're talking about government proper.
No, this is still.
No, you have quasi-government and central government.
GPA, Gambians don't let town. Gambians don't asset. Masakuna funkos of data. You know, so the card you make up well registration numbers. And then I'm very important. Wolomu kafoko assets are secured. The America for the assets, you make sure that the assets are properly secured. Because identification of it without it being secure, it serves no purpose.
But in governance,
these are the Fonkomel and Kavoko Gambians to put themselves above. Look at the greater picture, because really, what has you registered? GG 2226. Does that secure it? Can anything be done with it?
Well, in governance,
and what is more? What is more? It was publicly pronounced, if not ya delay, kulol kodo, and so forth, but publicly announced.
Yeah.
Publicly announced, Kafoko, in fact, a monkey deputy 30. But member deputy yala, like say,
Combo North. Yeah.
Maybe some as you deputy yala de. Doctor ke deputy, so men na ka ke deputy jeto, walbe moto nya ba usela. It was a public funko, at least ngalon Kafoko, each member of the National Assembly. Moto diala. Moba jubela, wa moto, yamwe, ibe men kalala, iba usela nyame.
Wow.
And of course, asotota nyame, Pierre Franco at least Director of Press ya for, nyem for, mundalina te, I would have expected. Journalists on maybe just your question on Yininka, Director of Press Yaninka, Aduni Yaninka no, Abijabi Rodilade, Mayalo Kavoko, Abemolu, Abemol Hakilo Tenkunda. But memo, Ninte bay nola. Bare man laf duna ora bare note ko do moto do coalition 2016 bar moma fo contata moma fo ko soto nyaadile
as a political party, not government.
No, I mean
Coalition 2016, as far as we are concerned.
I think
No, but it's to a party.
It doesn't matter.
It's not to government. I am talking about our Commonwealth, what we own collectively. DOI, PPP, UDP.
That you are not, Albanian question raised is not because Adita Miller. It is because Alco, Kula Beduma.
Well, we want to get to the surface.
Look, Daddy, you have to agree to this, that you are not questioning the recipients. That's not the basis of your, that's not the basis of your
question. The basis is we want to know how these cars were acquired.
That is why I'm saying.
And I have made it very clear whether the person who gave them had a rent-seeking consideration.
Daddy, I'm also saying, why were those questions not asked in relation to the Coalition 16 vehicles? Why were they not asked? So they now choose this one.
Well, that was a political party. I am talking as a Commonwealth,
it doesn't matter who are the recipients. You, the source of it. It was given by President, and you are raising this question because President Adam Barrow is said to have donated, was said to have given the National Assembly this vehicle. That is why you are raising the question. And you ought to have raised the question, or those people who were questioning it ought to have raised that question when the coalition 2016 vehicles were given to them. And let me learn. And when he provided money for their election hearing, for their deposits, they should have asked those questions. Why did they not do it? Why are they doing it now? And I think those people, they just want to carry populist positions. And your arguments, I don't know. I mean, the recipients, that's not the issue. The recipients is the whole issue is the source. If you do not question the source, with respect to the other vehicles, with respect to the deposit, why are you now questioning the source with respect to these vehicles?
Well, we want to know.
Why did you do it?
Well, but this one was a higher profile, and I think Fatou.
Daddy, if you are okay, no small time again. Daddy, finally, Uncle Ousainou, I think this is a very, very interesting discussion. On a personal note, so many people that you started this combat with died, some natural deaths. Some were tortured. So many lives were lost. Sometimes in your quiet moments, when you think about those people, the single nyasis, the solo sandings, so many people died, the people that were in prison with. In your quiet moments, today you're the Foreign Affairs Minister. In your quiet moments, when you think about these people, what kind of memories do you get?
It certainly unsettles me. Certainly.
True.
And, Single was the most tortured politician in this country. Wow. In 2000, he had lost his ability to work. And Dr. Sise did marvelous work on him, treated him, and taught him how to work. He was just, one day I went to see him, one day I was leaving for Mecca, for the Hajj, I went to see him, and he was just like a toddler, trying to stand, losing his balance. Of course, he had Sajo Kunjan Sane, the lady from Brikama, and several other Sidia Sanyang, a lot of them. And, but as in those days, I had always likened the UDP to a freedom movement. Casualties were bound to happen, and we have expected it. Yusuf Facham is walking about with marks of torture on his back. Demo Arasane, Wasajane, they were the first victims. Ahmad Sane, I have a picture of Ahmad Sane in 1996. Deep lacerations on his back. And when you think about these things, you say, but why should it happen? And some of the people who have done this are working in the streets. But again, a polarized society, do you have to do things or take steps that would cause further polarization? So as you said, we have to do something to heal the wounds.
Some of these experiences give a hope as young Gambians. You went through this. I don't think you can put anybody through this.
No.
These things give us hope. Finally, what is your message? Before you go, are you thinking of running next presidential election? Is Lawyer Darboe going to run again as a president?
You see, I like to talk about the present.
The present.
When it concerns me as a person.
Okay.
When it concerns government, I want to talk about the future. What should be done, what government should be doing in the future. But for me as a person, I always like to talk about the present. I don't want to talk about the future. Because the future
nobody knows.
Should tell. Yeah, nobody knows. After all, I mean, in 2016, everybody said, oh, UDP then, Japanese lawyer, that was it, So, but then, I don't know whether UDP said ninja, it just suddenly came up. So really, let's not talk about the future.
Let's not talk about the future.
My concentration now is to say that Adama Barrow is a formidable success. And I'm working on that to ensure that people, when historians come to record his presidency, they'll rate him as one of the most successful in Africa, coming out, leading the Gambia at a period that was very critical, very difficult.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ousainou Darboe. Finally, what would be your message to Gambians, and especially other political parties? What do we need to do as a people, as a community, to heal? There's no time for politics now. What do we need to do to make sure this government can set the foundation for a stronger democracy, for a better Gambia, for our people?
Well, the nature of politics is that, it is difficult to reign in any political party. In fact, nobody should attempt to reign in any political party. I think, our message should be a message that would unify the Gambians.
Yeah.
I think that is what we should all be doing. We shouldn't be making statements that are seditious, making statements that will incite violence. That will really make people believe that this particular sect of the community have been selected for a particular type of treatment. It doesn't do well for national cohesion. And I think as responsible people, let us carry on with our politics, but then eschew anything that will really make us disunited. And I'm saying this with particular reference to what the former majority leader said, that people who have been picked up because they were APRC or Jolas. I think that was really terrible. As a national leader, you ought to be guarded in your statements. That was a very inciting statement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You ought to be, and I want to appeal to I want to advise myself and appeal to my colleagues that we should all be well guarded in our statements. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Abarakabake, Uncle Ousainou. This is a very interesting discussion. Ndadi Njie foog naa ne Gambia ni tey kontaan nañ gën a xam Uncle Ousainou Darboe jaar-jaaram ak Gambia ñu Gambia bi ñoom lan lañ séentu si nguur gi ndax ñoom ñu ngi liggéey ci loolu Ndadi Njie waxtaan bi neex na.
It was a great conversation, and I think these are the conversations Gambia needs to have amongst us, each other. Public, private, and individuals. We need to converse, because I think our message always is lost in translation when others have to speak for us. So it's good that this will be the start, and we will have other cabinet members to come here and talk. There is a lot of issues to talk about. We've had NAWEC here, we've had GAMTEL here, but this is the first prominent and high-profile guest we've had from the public service. We expect more, but one thing I will also want him to echo to his fellow cabinet members is that our reform process is a bit lackluster for most of us because the pace is slow. I'll give a simple example. Yes, a lot of people lost lives. But most of us also lost our livelihoods. Most of us lost our investments. And you know what? I don't think sitting down for 15, 10 years, I have the luxury to wait for another 3 to 4 years to even think that I will be compensated. I'm talking here as a victim of Jammeh's land grab and a total destruction of something that I own. I want a fast-track justice to make sure that my life continues. And that's where most of us are impatient because our lives are not on pause, waiting for a decision to happen 24, 48 months down the line. And this is our impatience that people cannot understand. We're all victims, but I think the magnitude of our victimhood differs from one to another.
See, you cannot fast-track justice. You know, we want to do things in a way that if there's an appeal, the appellants, which are likely to be the perpetrators, they will not succeed in the appeals. Now, what is happening now in the commissions is revealing some of this land grabbing, or at least will reveal some of this land grabbing. And I'm sure the commission or the commissioners will probably make recommendations with respect to matters that come before them and affecting land grabbing. Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. And I can also assure you that this is probably not the only commission. There will be other commissions to look at other aspects of the Jammeh administration or Jammeh maladministration. There will be other commissions.
Are we going to have justice? Because, I mean, that is for Batamil to answer, but we just want to know, just touch justice.
Well, we are determined that there will be justice.
Okay.
And it will be justice without vengeance.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's vengeance, it's easy to be justice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Ousainou Darboe. Dadi waxtaan bi neex na tey ka Ousainou Darboe ka tentu ka jay. Honestly, bima ko callee mu ne ma maa ngi dem America. Waaye su ma ñëwee rek Fatou, and I went to his office. Mu ne ma Fatou, this is an honor for me. I was like, wow, I'm so happy you wanted to come. This is an honor for me. Pour ñoo waxtaan askan wi ñu xam suñu liggéey loolu dafa am solo si ñun kon ñu ngi ko gërëm di ko sant di wax yeneen ministres yi nag ñu ngi ñëw seen kaw ñoom tam duñ ñëw seen kaw sa waaye dañoo waxtaan. Gambian, it helps Gambians to know who you are. It helps them to know what you're working on. Boo waxtaanute ak nit ñi duñ la xam. Italo nebe muna dokola. Also Uncle Ousainou mbe tentula mbe jayla for your time, and of course the digirem bubatam, my brother, Pa Malik Singol Nyasi, he's been very effective. Absolutely. I've been working with him, and Sheriff Bojang, my brother, they've been all helping to make this interview possible. We want to thank you very much, Uncle Ousainou. Daddy, waxtaan bi neex na foy daanele tey.
I think this is a very good and a positive step in the right direction. When you told me you wanted to get Honorable Ousainou Darboe, I could have easily facilitated it, but I think that was the wrong signal to be sent.
Yes, you said that to me.
Do it.
Yeah.
And that's the Gambia I want to see. I don't want to see a Gambia whereby my connections get me what I want. You should have what you want based on merit. And you merited having him here because you went through the due process and the right channels. So we are hoping that the same will be done to other cabinet members. And after a while, Gambians will know the government's program. Gambians will know what this government intends to do. And equally, we will have an interactive communication whereby the cabinet ministers will also know what the people out there in the street are saying, because we relate to them on a daily basis on our platforms. So we will be a conduit for them to hear what the people have to say. And equally, we will disseminate government's information to the general public. So thank you for coming, and it's a pleasure having you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Until we come your way next week, inshallah, we want to thank Stars Cosmetics for the beautiful makeup and the hair. Also want to thank Style by T, Matida, for the beautiful outfit. Thank you very much. Until we come your way next week, inshallah, with another interesting discussion on KERR Fatou. Good night to you all. Bye.
Thank you.